Dumelang, kia ora, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Felicia Khonte, the Modesta Red Violinist, and I'm back with another video where I'm keeping it real about life abroad and striving while at it. If you are new to my channel, I am a South African diagnostic radiographer that relocated to New Zealand late last year, and I'm sharing my experiences with you. Today I am having a cup of tea, a cup of English breakfast tea with some milk. Yes, with milk. A quick note, it is in the afternoon, so you might hear cars passing by my window. I'm just gonna continue recording and hopefully there won't be a lot of cars passing, and there is one. And I hope it's not gonna be too destructive, and I hope you can enjoy the video. So today's video is so much personal, a little bit joyful, and very black. I am gonna talk about things I love about being black in New Zealand. Yes, there are challenges, and yes, it is so different, but there are also moments that make me realize and remind me how powerful, radiant, and how rooted I really am, even far from home. And I can testify that it is amazing and I love it. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is being outstanding with pride. Let's start with the obvious. I stand out, and the reason is that there's very few black people in New Zealand. So I mean, you might see other people, other black people at the stores, but I can say it is very rare. And honestly, I've learned to love that. Being black means I can't blend in, and instead of shrinking, I've started to take up space. Whether it's in my work, my hobbies, or just how I show up, I own it. I really do own it. And now I want to start wearing my designs more, because if you know me, you know that I sew, and that is gonna make me even stand out more. I'm excited about the idea, but also it's a bit scary, but we'll see how that goes. I just love how people would stop and admire my hair or braids, even if it's at its worst. I mean, I would have a couple of patients saying, "Oh my god, your hair looks nice, your braids looks nice." That time the braids would be 5 weeks old, and I would be self-conscious, like I need to get these out. And now they would be saying, "Oh my god, it looks amazing," and I'll be like, "Okay, thank you." And I've also got to learn that being different is not a disadvantage. It is visibility, it is presence, and it is power. The second thing I'm gonna talk about, it is the beauty of cultural confidence. I feel like being black in New Zealand has made me so proud of my roots and excited about where I come from, and actually miss it. You know, there's something about being far from home that makes you want to hold your culture even closer. I never thought I'd find myself loving my culture so much, but I can't even recognize myself, because since I'm here, I find myself even listening to South African music more, trying to find out more designs that are like South African that I can make, and even trying to make the food that in a normal instance I wouldn't want to eat. I mean, I cook our food more often and I would dance to Aotearoa songs like it's religion, especially when I'm at the gym. I prefer listening to Aotearoa for some reason, something I never really did, but all of a sudden I would play amapiano or even Bacardi music, and I'll be there trying to dance nyana, and that time your girl can't dance, but who's gonna know? They're not gonna know. And when people ask about where I'm from, I never mind teaching them about a part of my culture or where I come from. And to a certain degree, it feels like I'm honoring my ancestors to a certain degree. I don't know if whether you get what I mean, but it's nice to share about where I come from and how we did things, and it's always great to learn how other cultures do different things. In a nutshell, this has also made me more conscious about my cultural bubble, and through music that I listen to, through things that I try to do on a daily basis, and more importantly, creating content like this. You wanna jump, and I can be the blackboard, you can be the top, I can be the third thing I would like to talk about is finding community in very unexpected places. Now listen, there isn't a lot of black people around here, but occasionally when you meet like another black person, trust me, it is love. It is love. There's this unspoken connection when you guys pass each other, maybe at the grocery store, and you would just give each other that little nod, or you smile. You just feel it, man. It just feels like home. Although there are occasions I would say I wouldn't look at them because I feel like, oh my god, if we were in South Africa, we were not gonna probably greet each other, and I would just try to look away. But I would instantly feel guilty that, Felicia, why are you doing that? Just smile, nyana. You know, I mean, you're not gonna unalive anyone by doing that. And I would say I've met very incredible people at work, and I've once met a lady at a furniture store, and man, they just get it. Even on social media, I would have people that reach out to me, and understanding everything that we go through, it's like we build an instant connection, and it's just great. Personally, I'm not big on friendships. I would say I'm more of a loner. I think also it's because I do a lot of hobbies, and I would feel guilty if I don't give my friends time. And don't get me wrong, I do have friends even back home in South Africa, and with them I feel like it's because we've known each other for so long and we've connected one way or the other. Being so far from home has made me very intentional about friendships that I keep. Yes, back home I did have friends, a very few friends, but there would also be like those people that I would chill with occasionally, people that I wouldn't really consider as close friends, and it was okay. Plus also I had my family there, so if at any point I feel like, oh, actually I'm bored, I could always drive home. But now I'm so intentional about who I have in my life, because I believe that especially those of us that didn't come with family, like, you really need to have friends that you can really trust with your life. And saying this, shout out to Fred, Lauren, Christina, and Nomtanda. So I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and eyes with your pretty little hands. Even when the final thing I'm gonna talk about is becoming the example. Something else I love, being an example that I wish I had. Whether it's in healthcare or just being a visible, joyful black woman in unexpected spaces, it matters. I believe there's something so powerful about showing up fully as yourself, especially in places where you are underrepresented. Sometimes I'm the only black person in the room, and instead of feeling small, I remind myself that I belong here because I am here. And trust me, God did not make a mistake. So, yes, it's not always easy, but being black in New Zealand has taught me to love myself loudly, love my culture, and find beauty in my difference. To all my black brothers and sisters around the world, how are you loving yourself fully wherever you are? Let me know in the comments. And if this video has spoken to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one where we talk about my mindset shift moving from South Africa to New Zealand. Got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, everything big. And my stay radiant. Bye, friends. Bye, Felicia.